Ameer, Melvin Gordon was in here earlier, said you two have developed a pretty good relationship. What do you think of Melvin, and how close have you gotten over the years?
Well, I first met Melvin my senior in high school at an All-American game, and we used to eat breakfast together all the time, and that's before I knew I was going to come to Nebraska. But over the years, we stayed in contact, and we're really good friends now. We share a lot of knowledge, a lot of insight about the game. What's his perspective about the running back position now, and we're really good friends at this point.
He said you were a defensive back in that game,
Yeah.
and so on opposite teams. And over time, I mean, you guys text a lot. How do you
All
keep
the
in
time.
touch?
We Twitter, text, Instagram, every form of social media there is today. So.
And he said that you also helped him, and maybe he helped you in terms of whether, that discussion about whether to come back or not. I mean, what was that dialogue like? And
He realizes just like I realize. He's a redshirt junior, so technically he's a senior in the classroom. He realizes that, just like I have, that football doesn't last forever, and it was in our best interest to come back and complete our education.
And as far as Wisconsin being back on the schedule, you had a pretty prolific game against them 2 years ago. I mean, what is that like?
It adds a little bit more incentive for me, to work harder and to compete against Melvin, because he's a great competitor along with the other backs in this conference. A lot of guys are talking about me and him, but we got a lot of good backs in this conference. If you look at Coleman at Indiana, he had a great year. I suspect him to have another follow that with another year this year at Cobb, but Minnesota. Ben Remark will be back to Northwestern. He's a electrifying back. I can go down a lot, every team. So I'm just excited to get back out there, and Wisconsin's just another target.
Does what happened in the Big Ten title game a couple years ago, does that play into the whole rivalry thing?
Definitely. I mean, they got the best of us more times than we did in my career here in Nebraska. So I definitely want to end on a good note as Wisconsin.
And as the divisional thing is kind of coming to, with this new East-West, are they going to be the rival, or do you see Iowa? I mean, how do you see where?
Like every team's a rival. I just like every team, pretty much equally. So